Hey guys, and welcome to Let's Play A Wizard's Lizard. This is a new game, well, a pre-release game at the time I'm playing it. I think I'm going to put this up Monday. I'm not totally 100% sure about that, but either way, it's coming out Wednesday of the week where this is coming out. The 22nd, I believe that is. And I don't know how much it's going to be or anything like that. Apologies, I'm recording this far in advance again. But I have deleted my save file. I've decided I would do a complete start-to-finish run on camera, so that you guys can see, how the game starts out. I did that Green versus Zen yesterday, where you can see some gameplay, and Zen and I talking a lot about some of the later stuff in the game, but this is going to be from the beginning playthrough. So as we start game here, we're this cute little lizard. It's adorable. the model for this character is so good. I don't know, I really like it. But anyway, we're going to go ahead and open up this chest. We get an apple. It's kind of a pointless thing to give us in our first chest because we have full health, obviously. But let's go ahead and discuss some things with our friend. The wizard finishes adding strange liquid to the cauldron before noticing you. Ah, Raga, you are just in time, my friend. I don't know if it's Raga or Raja. It's probably Raga. My life's work has finally been realized by unlocking the secret of eternal life. The wizard carefully adds a pinch of powder to the cauldron. The liquid begins to bubble over. With this, I wield the power to restore life to those who have met an untimely demise, like my lost love. Yes, soon I will be the master of life and death. It's a little bit of an off-putting thing to say, and fittingly, here's death. There can only be one true master of death. You dare lay claim to my power and domain? Death, you've already taken the one thing that matters to me. I defy you. Silence. Do you really believe that death is the worst fate that can befall the worst fate that can befall you, wizard? I will show you a place where life and death have no meaning, and for your insolence I shall curse this town. Death is merely the beginning of the suffering I will inflict upon you and your people. So death is going to take our friend away, unfortunately, and that's pretty much all the build-up we get to this game. From this point on, we just, we're a little lizard, and we're going to go and try to save our master. So here's a guy. He says, Raga, hello little guy, what happened to your master the wizard? Oh no, you must head to the crypt to rescue him, take these supplies and hurry. So apparently, like, the way that we respond to death coming and taking our friend away is just go to the graveyard and hope something good happens. And I guess that makes some limited amount of sense, but after that, the locations of the game stop making any thematic sense, but that's fine. Very much like The Binding of Isaac doesn't really make sense how we've got this weird, like, cave system under our mother's basement. And by the way, very Binding of Isaac-like game. As you can tell, if you're interested in my channel, you're probably interested in picking up this game. I highly recommend it. It is a lot of fun. Death has stolen all of the precious artifacts and legendary weapons from our museum. How will we ever get them back? We need to head south into town. I believe some townsfolk are organizing a search party. They could use your help. So this is the museum, and later on we'll be able to come here and examine things we picked up, but so far the only thing here is our steel sword. But we can see weapons and items and upgrades and like monsters we've killed and stuff in there. So it's just a useful place to get a little bit of information about the stuff we picked up. So laying on the ground here is 500 gold, and as we go on, we'll rescue villagers, and that will increase how much gold is found in that starting thing, so we can get more stuff before our forays into the dungeon. But anyway, several of the townsfolk went into the cemetery to rescue the wizard. I fear they might not come back. Please go after them. The cemetery is just to the east. Be careful, Raga. So yeah, we gotta rescue the dudes. So if we come down here, there's a marketplace, and this is why it's important for us to get that starting gold, is because we can only buy as much stuff here as we have starting gold for. These are all alternate weapons to replace our sword, and they are all a lot better than the sword, so it behooves us to get 1500 so we can change our weapon. And later on we can also pick up some blueprints that put more things into the shop. Like I had a vial of cheetah's blood that allowed me to do a sprint that I actually wasn't that fond of if I picked that up for 1,000, and I also had a lantern which made it a little bit easier to see. By the way, I'll probably lighten this video up a little bit in post if I remember, because a lot of people have said this game is real hard for them to see. I don't actually have that much problem with it, but then again, I have a pretty robust monitor, so that could be part of it. But for those of you who have a little bit more trouble seeing dark things, I know YouTube tends to darken things up as well, so I'll definitely make an effort to lighten it up. But the lantern, anyway, makes it a little bit easier to see by having a larger circle around you, which is nice. The game is, I think, supposed to be dark, and to the point where it's a little bit hard to see things like in the corners and stuff when all the lights are out. But, you know, I don't find it to be that big a deal, and I don't find the lantern to be that essential an upgrade for that reason. It's a weird super barrel. That's the second one I've ever seen. The first one was in Green vs. Zen. So this guy is selling the same fucking spear as the first guy, but for 3,000 and a compass and a lantern. That's some good stuff. Oh, fuck. Okay, let's go ahead and kill the bat that was hiding in that thing. But as you can see, very, very, very Binding of Isaac-like. You know, we go between these rooms, we kill all the monsters, the doors open, we go to the next room. And there are shops and stuff. Well, there are only shops. I don't think there's free item rooms, but there are shops where you can pick up different items that allow you to progress a little bit more easily through the game. I think we are going to try to pick up that spear, because the spear is a really good weapon, especially for this first boss. It's my second favorite weapon, I think, out of the starting, like, the basic weapons. There's also some daggers and an axe. The daggers, like, you can shoot 2 at a time, so they're very... They're more DPS than anything else if you're close, but they spread out, so you have to be close to an enemy to hit an enemy with both, or they're good for crowd control. By the way, these ghosts actually don't hurt us. My first several times through the game, I assumed they did and was dodging them, but they're totally friendly. But if we enter the ghost realm, then they'll start attacking us, and I'll talk more about that when/if it happens. Well, I think I'll make it happen. But anyway, I don't know why I'm just sitting here spoiling stuff that's going to happen later anyway. There's a ghost form in this game, by the way. I need to be looking out on the edges. Hey, there it is! Alright, so there is the secret entrance to the forest, but before we go in there, we're definitely going to finish off the rest of the level more traditionally, so that we can, you know, get all of the stuff we need, or the stuff we can get out of this game. You know, very similar to Isaac, we want to, you know, clear out the floor, get all of the money, and more importantly, upgrades that we can get. Like, we always get a really good weapon out of beating the boss, so we want to pick that up for sure. And we also, you know, there might be more shops, and there's also a special key that we want to pick up before moving on. But then we can go into the forest, which is a secret level that kind of takes place between the first and second levels, and that will give us, you know, some special opportunities. Mostly it's just a whole bunch of extra money, which is really important if we want to be successful in a wizard's lizard. So we'll just kill everything in this room. God, the starting sword is such a piece of shit. That guy's gonna throw something at me. There we go. Okay, oh god. So these guys have the dual daggers I was talking about. They throw them much more slowly than a character would, but that's like the idea. That's what it looks like when you use the double daggers. There's some bread that will bring our health up a little bit. Maybe you should have left that on the ground, but it is one annoying thing about this game compared to Isaac is that you cannot see rooms that have health left in them, which is a little bit annoying. By the way, the armor, I would really like it if I could see stats on the armor, because as it is, we don't really know exactly what this armor is doing for us, but it's some degree of damage reduction, I'm pretty sure anyway. It does seem to make it a little bit harder to be killed when you have a bunch of leather armor, and later on you can get better armor. Every floor has an associated like armor type that you can pick up, and the first floor is obviously leather. Alright. We're getting quite a bit of money. We might want to go back to the shop soon and pick up that compass. Compass, you know, good item, very similarly to Isaac. Just lets you see all the special stuff. Okay, so there's the key. We can't get in there now, but what we need to do is kill ourselves, which will probably happen holistically on the boss. Holistically might be the wrong word there, but it'll happen by itself on the boss. So we don't have to... You know, I'm not just gonna, like, go and kill myself willy-nilly. And there's also, we passed a pentagram thing on the floor, and that is going to allow us... Oops, didn't kill that guy. Wow, that guy has a lot of health. The pentagram thing is going to allow us to come back to our normal life. It's... You know, you get one of those every floor, and it kind of keeps you going in the game. So, oops, accidentally shot that guy, but thank you for saving me. That guy, I believe they always give you 500 extra starting gold, so next floor, or next time, you know, next run we do, we'll have a little bit more starting gold. which is very handy, because then maybe we'll be able to pick up a spear or something, which will be handy. Oh shit, I've walked into the boss. Okay, well, that's fine. I could probably beat it with my sword, and it doesn't really matter anyway, because again, we're coming back to life. And I would kill myself, even if I didn't die on this boss, I would definitely still kill myself to get that key. It's a very Spelunky-like mechanic. Like, you get the key, and then the key lets you open a chest on the next floor that contains another key. And I've never opened the next chest, but I have to assume that contains another key, and keeps on going that way until the last level. And maybe on the last level there's a door that we need the key to open, like the final key. Or something, if I had to guess. I've never gotten that far. But it strikes me as a Spelunky-like mechanic where, you know, you have to get the Jedi to find the black market to buy the Ankh, to get the Hedget, to get the Scepter, to go into the City of Gold, you know, etc., etc. So I wouldn't be surprised if it was a bonus level type of mechanic. So already I've lost a shit ton of health here because this guy is very, very tanky. Takes a long time to kill with this. I also have to remember that one of the things that I always fuck up on this boss is that when his ball hits a wall, it makes a little explosion. Oh shit. His ball makes a little explosion against the wall. So if you stand against a wall when you dodge his chain ball, then you're still going to take damage, like quite a bit of damage. So I got to be more careful about that. That always and every time trips me up. Let's go ahead. Oh, come on, there we go. Blow up a bunch of zombies. We're building up a lot of ghosts. Every once in a while a zombie makes a ghost, and we're gonna have to deal with those when we die. We'll get mobbed by ghosts in the spirit dimension, so that's unfortunate, but we'll figure it out. Boss is about half health. And we should get him a little bit lower before we do end up dying, if we do die, but I'm pretty sure I'm gonna die on this boss. Which again is not a huge deal to me. I'm really surprised that explosion didn't hit me. Usually I feel like if I dodge the ball and I'm anywhere near the wall, I will get hit. But yeah, that's one difference from Binding of Isaac that I should point out, is that it is possible to shoot diagonally in this game, which is difficult for me to get used to. I kind of default back to Isaac controls. Oh, I'm surprised that didn't blow me up. By the way, these piles of dirt, if we walk on them, they'll actually produce more zombies, so you might notice I'm being a little bit careful about those. As well I should, because that can cause a big problem for you if you start walking over those to get away from stuff and spawn a bunch more zombies. Alright, we're actually getting close here. Oh, ooh, that was close. God, this game is really good. Alright, so boss is almost dead. Oh man, that was really close. We might actually get out of this without entering the spirit realm. Nope. I would have liked to, because now we have to deal with all these fucking ghosts, which is probably going to mean a lot more health loss for us. But, you know, they do die in one hit. They're not the biggest deal in the world. This is what the spirit realm looks like. We turned into this cute little ghost lizard. I almost forgot the word lizard. Ah, God. Yep. We just gotta kill all these ghosts and then we can go back to fighting the boss normally, but... Yeah, he's also got these ghost spawners in the middle that we're gonna have to deal with as well, but I think they disappear on their own after a little while as well, which is probably gonna... Yep, there they go. Okay. I didn't go for them because, like, there's so much other shit that I wouldn't have been able to actually kill one before it disappeared by itself anyway. Might as well do some crowd control instead. Alright. There we go. So that's not too bad. We ended up missing 10 health. And now we can come in here and get our super weapon, so we don't have to spend money on that spear, which is nice. What will it be? Golden axe. Oh, I like this item. I like this item a lot. So these axes, the way they work is... oops, actually dropped it. They do a bunch of damage, and they bounce off of walls as well. And every time they bounce, they do a little bit more damage. So very, very handy pickup for sure. Let's go ahead and kill this guy. Whoa, did that dirt block go away? That's weird. They don't do that during the boss fight. Or maybe he makes more of them? Huh. Ah, well. But anyway, Golden Axe, really, really good weapon that I'm very happy to have picked up. So let's go and... Oh, we got the key. I was about to say, let's go and get the key. What is wrong with me? So we got the key. Oh, I just realized that show HUD inventory. I like that option. I don't know why it defaults to off. But now we can see we do have, I believe that's the full set of leather as well as the key that we want on this floor. Now we just want to go back to the shop. And we should probably clear out the rest of the floor as well, because who knows. And so as you can see, now that we're in the spirit realm, all of these ghosts have become more of an issue for us. And there are a bunch of ghost spawners as well. Oh, this guy... We could have a compass, or we could have a blueprint. I feel like since this is my first run through, I should really blow the money on the blueprint. The blueprint is really good because it gives us another item to buy in the starting shops. We should definitely try to get all of those as once, or as quickly as possible, because that's kind of like the long form progression in the game. And I don't feel like my first run has too much chance of just being a successful run, so I might as well invest in my future as much as possible. So let's see here. I'm looking now for the pentagram room so that we can become living again, and then we can hop straight into the forest, I think, because I don't have enough money anymore to buy anything from the shop that I wanted. There's like a compass, a spear, and I don't remember what the third item was, but like 1250 is not enough to really buy anything. So here's the pentagram. We can stand on here for a little while, and that's going to bring us back to life. There we go. And at 50 health, but that's okay. And now we can go ahead and move on into the forest. So this is, again, a secret level, an optional level. You don't have to be here. But if you do come here, as you can see, just a bunch of gold lying around, and that's kind of a theme of the entire forest. Every time I've been here anyway, it's just a bunch of gold laying around. So it's a nice place to be, for sure. We can hopefully also go ahead and get some more health as well. And I don't believe there are any puzzles here. Oh, fuck me. The poison damage on those mushrooms is pretty intense. Yeah, that mushroom did 25 damage to me when it hit me. That's some serious shit. Poison damage is very overpowered in this game. Let's go ahead and pop in here. Oh, god damn it, Mimic. Mimics in this game, by the way, very frustrating because I think unlike Dark Souls or most other games I think that have mimics, you can't like test them. You can't shoot them. Shooting them does nothing until they become a mimic. And like, yeah, you just have to take that 5 health from them. So it's always a risk when you open a chest. Is it going to be a mimic and just hurt you? Which I don't like. I feel like it would be better if there was some way to test chests to know. I don't think there's any visual distinction that I've been able to notice anyway. Man, I should have made some tea before I did this video. I've been recording a lot tonight, because this is the first time that I've had a lot of time to record in a while. So I'm just doing as much as I can, and my voice is sore. Whoa, I can't shoot these diagonally. I didn't know that. Huh. Yeah, I guess my my Isaac experience just kind of made it so I didn't even test that yet. God damn it. those fucking plants. I always forget that those are like a bad thing. They're spikes basically, but they just look like a bush or something. But they do a ton of damage as well, so it really should not have been hit there, but that's okay. Definitely don't. Oh my god! Ah, okay. But the bright side is Ghost Form Lizard is not vulnerable to poison damage, so we can safely take those guys out now. Well, you know, we could safely take them out before just by not being an idiot. But, you know, now they pose much less of a threat to us. I think they only do 5 damage instead of 25, which is a ridiculous difference. And of course now I don't get hit by any of them. Fucking mushrooms, man. You know, why did I pick that up? There's no purpose. Ah, and now, of course, immediately we can come back to life. Which we might as well do, I think. We could come back at low health, too. Because, like... Oh, man. Stop eating all the fucking food. I didn't even mean to touch that one. I just accidentally brushed it. But anyway, this ranger gear is actually really nice. It gives you more movement speed. which is really cool. Ah, God. Fucking owls, man. Let's go ahead and kill this spawner. And yeah, I'm gonna try to leave a bunch of food around, at least next to the respawn station, so that we can heal up a bit after we respawn at 5 or 50% health. We're up to 1350, which is pretty nice. I think if I'm correct about how the blueprint system works, I think there's guaranteed to be a shop with cheetah's blood in it on this floor, and it will run us like, what was it? I think it was 30,000. So if we can get that much, then we can permanently unlock cheetah's blood. Even though I don't really like that item that much, might as well. It's weird. It's like if you've ever had Pegasus boots in Legend of Zelda, it's exactly Pegasus boots. It lets you you hold down shift for a little while, and then you sprint across the room. Not even very fast, just slightly faster than your normal move speed, which I find to be actually kind of totally useless. Like, it would be cool if it was just a normal dash or like a roll like in Our Darker Purpose, but as it is, like, what use is a dash that I have to charge up to use? And it doesn't even make you go fast enough that it's like an improvement over over just continuing to walk. Like, I don't think it gets you through rooms faster. This helmet, on the other hand, will increase my move speed, which is really nice. I very much like the armor set on this set of floors, or not set of floors. This floor, the forest. Very nice to have the extra move speed. So again, we're gonna try to save that respawner until we're almost dead, or at least have some damage, because it wholly restores your ghost form. If you go in there, you go back up to 100% ghost health and 50% living body health. So if we get down to 5 health or something, then that's effectively like 145 HP that we can get out of that. So we might as well go ahead and do that a little bit later on rather than right now. Oh god. There we go. This is going to be another piece of the armor. Perfect. So we're going quite fast now, which is nice. Let's go ahead and take these guys out as well. One thing that concerns me a little bit about doing a series on this game is that it actually seems to be very, very, very long if you're competent at it. I could easily see a game going 2 hours, which might be a little bit much for a series where it's one playthrough per episode. I would really like the ability to save and quit in the middle of my playthrough, but that does not exist. You know, like an FTL style save and quit, where you can't save scum it, but you can you know, go away from the game for a little while and come back later. Because I'm not sure if my voice can take recording an entire run of this tonight. This is going to be... I'm going to be very hoarse by the end, unfortunately. I've already recorded 2.5 hours tonight. But that's okay. So there's some more health. I'm leaving a lot of health on the floor that I'm not convinced I'm going to remember to come back and get. But that's okay. It would be effectively wasted anyway unless I die in ghost form somehow, which would be really bad if that happened. Hopefully it doesn't. But I'm pretty sure I can do the boss of this level on this much health, so I should be okay. But if I get too much lower, I'm going to go back and resurrect myself. Alright, take out the monster spawner, gauntlet style. Oh man, okay, good. I was afraid that that owl was going to rush me down and hit me because I didn't notice he was there, but luckily he was one hit away from death anyway. Alright, so here's a couple more apples. And what's going on in here? Not too much. Forest is a big level. Kind of unfortunately big. But we are getting a lot of money, which is going to help us out later on, especially with picking up blueprints. By the way, I should mention it's possible to kill shopkeepers if you don't have the money for their wares, and I'll probably start doing that more now that I have a good weapon, but it's very difficult with the starting weapon, at least for somebody of my novice skill. Alright, so that's the end of this route. God, I'm kind of concerned about turning living again too, just because of the fact that the poison will start affecting me again, because I don't want to just turn living and then waste it immediately. But fuck it, let's go ahead and turn living, because I want to pick up all of this health before I forget that it exists. I know we had some down here and a whole bunch back on that path we were just on. So we'll go grab that and then we'll head north and see what's going on up there. That is just a ring. But over here there's an orange and there's like 2 apples here. Yeah, I think that's it. Okay. We're at the last room anyway. Let's go ahead and double check. Yeah, no health in there. But we're up to 80 health on our first life, so we're in a pretty good position on a survival front. So let's go and look out for the boss room as well as shops. There should probably be at least one shop here. Generally speaking, I found a lot of shops in the forest, but not so many this time. I wish I had that compass from last floor. Maybe I should have tried to kill the shopkeeper. Let's watch out for poison balls. Ladies. Alright, excellent. There's another 10 health. Man, this run has been so much easier than any run I've ever done before in this game. So far, anyway. Like, just very generous health drops, mainly. And, of course, we also have this really good weapon, which helps a lot as well. I want to, like... Oh. I was gonna say I want to set up a bouncing axe and then lure the owl into it. But then the owl just got one shot by a normal thing, so it didn't really matter. But that's kind of a tactical thing that I haven't figured out how to use yet, is the like bouncing gives you more power. Oh, fuck me. There goes 25 health. God damn it. That is such an overpowered fucking ability. Though I guess it's, you know, mitigated by the fact that you don't have to worry about it when you're in ghost form. So it's only your first life that goes down really quickly to those things. But Jesus Christ, man. Also, I don't think I got hit by a single one. No, I might have gotten hit by one when I was a ghost. But now immediately upon turning living again. But part of it is that it's darker, so it's harder to see projectiles. So it's not like there's no good reason for it. Oh god. Okay, let's see if they'll walk into... Nope. I was going to try to use a bouncy axe. I feel like trying to use a bouncy axe is probably just going to get me hit, too. Like, most of the time, unless it works perfectly, I'd be better off just attacking. Jesus. This is a long floor. Alright. Hopefully we're getting close-ish to the boss or something of note. Instead of just, nope, just more owls. More rooms full of owls. God, this is a long game. I'm just thinking, like, Jesus, there are 5 floors. And presumably 4 or 5 secret floors as well. So if we're already taking this long on the second floor, then holy shit, man. It's a long roguelike. I don't know if I like that. There we go. Oh, shit. Okay, that was close, but we're totally fine. Oop, there we go. Lots of money. Tons of money. If we could just find a shop with something good in it, that would be very exciting. Nope, just more money. Alright. Okay, that guy's gonna walk straight into that bouncing axe, so that worked out well for once. Okay, so I'm building up. Yeah, perfect. Okay, I actually used the bouncing there effectively. Probably would have been faster to just attack the enemy, but hey, you know, I did it with finesse. Okay, so one of those chests is definitely a definitely a mimic. Jesus, I'm like forgetting how to talk. Let's fucking find out. Yep, it was that one. They look totally identical to me. Let me know if you see otherwise. That's a good side-by-side comparison. You can rewind the video and see if there's any differentiation, but I don't think there is. I think mimics are just straight up bullshit damage that is unavoidable. Seems like a weird decision for a game like this, but hey. Alright, so there is our last piece of the Ranger set, which is nice. We're now moving very quickly. And time to fight some more fucking owls. How about that? God, where is the fucking exit? Or anything, any landmark. We haven't seen really anything at all on this run through the forest. Here we go. Okay, so we're going to pick up Cheetah's Blood. That was indeed what it was. So now for 1,000 in the starting screen, we can pick up Cheetah's Blood, and that lets us permanently dash. Oh, we've found the boss. And this is just a, like a whole bunch of these really annoying enemies called werewolves that are all attacking us, and these, like, spikes everywhere and shit. But I actually find this to be a lot quicker and easier than any other boss fight that I've seen so far, including the first boss. Yeah, no problem at all there. We'll kill this guy. We could go and, like, sacrifice a bunch of health to pick up that gold, but that seems unnecessary to me. Are we still fighting? It throws me off that the boss music doesn't end after you kill the boss. But here we go. So I kind of want to go back and find the fucking shop here because we could do well with that. I'm going to show off the bees on camera because they're fun, but we're probably going to grab the golden axe before we move on to the next floor, if I had to guess. Because I think the golden axe is a better weapon than bees. Bees are a lot of fun, though. You shoot them very quickly. They don't have a spectacular range, but they're okay. But they spread out. So it's like a submachine gun or something that you can fire very quickly, but there's a lot of spread to it. So it's best at close range, which is, you know, okay. And it definitely does do more DPS than the golden axes, but like the lack of range and the lack of precision kind of make up for that largely, in my opinion, anyway. I like it better to be able to snipe things more precisely with the golden axe. God, we gotta be getting close to just clearing out this entire floor, right? I just want to find one shop so that I can spend my money on something. Alright, here we go. There's some space to move over here. Oh, man. Just a lot of bats. Okay, this is actually fine. There you go. The nice thing is the bees are really a good counter to owls because the owls will charge you... Oh, shit. Almost walked directly into that mushroom and poisoned myself. Why did I pick that up? The owls will, like, rush you down, and then you can just, you know what I'm trying to say. We're going to pick up the map and the compass, so now we can see exactly what's going on the map, and now we are going to leave. It's unfortunate, I don't think there's a way to, like, zoom in on the map, but you can see, you know, the close by things. There's a shop up there. I think that's where we got the cheetah's blood, though, because we've already been in there, so it's gotta be. And we'll just try to trace our steps back to the boss room so we can move on to the next floor. What was I trying to say? Oh yeah, the owls are countered by bees because the spread matters less as they charge at you, so you are almost guaranteed to hit them, and you kill them before they actually hit you because of all the damage the bees do. But anyway, let's go ahead and go back to the golden axe because I do prefer it, and then we will move on to the next floor, which is the sewer. And this is where the levels stop making thematic sense. Oh my god. Fucking goddamn facehugger. But yeah, to me it makes very little sense. That it's like, oh, my friend was kidnapped by death, so I'm gonna go to the cemetery. Sure. But then after the cemetery, I'm going to go into the sewer. What? I don't understand. I've never actually been to the next level after this. I've been to the secret level. There's a Den of Thieves level. But I think at this point I'm just going to start rushing. Oh man, yeah, that's right. Everything in the sewer does major poison damage. So but until we find a really good item that can be found here called the Ring of Anti-Venom, then we're going to be kind of fucked. Like, we're going to be taking a lot of damage. There's a bunch of money, but we've also got this switchblade to deal with, but that's okay. Totally fine. And nice thing about this game is while hidden enemies are like in their hidden state, usually the doors are open, so you can just leave and not have to deal with like the giant fish monster or whatever. Oh man, these eyeballs are the worst. Oh god, and there's the poison fountain. Okay. This is where the game gets crazy. Like every one of my playthroughs is like, wow, I'm doing really well this time, and then I get to the sewer, I'm like, oh, what? Never mind. I just died immediately. But again, it's going to get a lot easier when we're in ghost form. So we'll got that to look forward to at least. And hopefully we can find the ring pretty quickly as well, and then we'll be pretty much set for this level. Because poison damage does not fuck around. Again, it's like a quarter of your health every time you get hit by poison. There we go. What do we got in here? Steel gauntlets, so that will give us a bunch more defense, but less speed, obviously. Which is alright. I think it's probably balanced so that steel is better. And there's also a weapon that like scales with the amount of steel armor you get, which is interesting. Let's go ahead and take out all these fucking face huggers. Oh my god, are you kidding me? Like, I wasn't stunned enough to not have a chance to hit me, even though I was shooting at him constantly as he approached me. Oh well. So we're down to 42 health already, mostly thanks to getting hit by poison a couple times, but that's okay. So here's the boss. We could just go in there. There's probably more health than we're likely to have at any other point, and then after the boss we can go ahead and revive ourselves and check out some more stuff. Or we might just rush to the next floor, because I've never actually seen it and I would like to. Alright, so this is the sewer boss. Oh god. She has green boobs, if you hadn't noticed. They're pretty nice. And we can just kind of like keep on bouncing. Yeah, and that does a bunch of damage if she actually spawns where we're bouncing axes, which is nice. And she also spawns a bunch of mushrooms, which is a big fucking pain in the ass. But we're going to try to stay away from them largely. Well, she's going to spawn them right next to us, so there goes that plan. That was a little bit scary. Okay. And we're just going to keep our little, like, area of the map secure. Where if they make mushrooms somewhere else, that's okay. We'll deal with it. I don't think there's a way to get to that gold, unfortunately. Let's see. Might be able to... No, there's no way. It's absolutely impossible that we'll be able to hit her here. Okay, so she's making a mushroom here, so we'll just take that out ASAP. And just wait until she comes back to my area of the boss room, basically, because I don't want to go by like a million mushrooms. Might as well take that one out while we're waiting. Come on, boss. We got a 3 in 5 chance of her being near us, so it should be more than half the time that we're attacking her, which isn't too bad for the cost of safety. Oh god, okay, so we got a mushroom right next to us, but I'm just gonna be ballsy and try to dodge it while we nuke the boss down, because she's still at a third or 2/3 of her health, which is substantial. Oop, that was close. Oh fuck! I thought for sure I was safe there. Oh well, this is gonna make it a lot easier because now we are immune to poison damage, so these fucking mushrooms won't like represent instant death for us, and now we can go a little bit more aggressively, trying to defeat the boss. Let's just hold down the right arrow key basically and continue attacking. There we go. And you know, as soon as I say a little bit more aggressively, of course, there's so many mushrooms that I can't possibly go to some parts of the level still, but eventually we'll clear them all out anyway. Oh god. Oh man, this is really bad. This is a tough boss, man. I've never actually beaten it before, but I've only tried it once before too, so, you know. And the last time I tried it, I had a very bad weapon for it. I had the close range daggers, which are okay, I guess. They did a bunch of damage to her, but they made it very difficult to take out the mushrooms safely. How are we doing here? She's almost dead. That's good. And we've still got, like, the vast majority of our health left, so we should be fine here. I'm looking forward to seeing what weapon we get. There's one weapon that I've heard about, Zen likes it a lot, called the Frozen Sword, or the Ice Sword, or whatever. And that is a good weapon, from what I've heard, but I've never had it. So I definitely want to pick that up, hopefully from this boss, maybe. We'll see. God damn it. I'm taking so much hit, there's so many so much hits to so many damage. I'm trying to correct myself. I'm taking so much damage from these fucking mushrooms. But she should be dead pretty shortly here. Let's just keep this half of the level secure from mushrooms. Ah man, of course, she's in the one area where it's like there's no way I'm going over there because there's so many mushrooms. Okay, what do we got? Ah, nice, I guessed correctly. So there's some bonus bouncing damage. I wish there was a way to, like, arc my shots a little bit so they would bounce sideways, or, like, you know, I wish I could go diagonal. Oh, I can, but they bounce weird. They don't bounce at the angle of incident. Maybe they do. That's weird. I wonder why they weren't doing it before. But, yeah, I want to bounce the axes into her. There we go. It worked that time. I don't know why I couldn't shoot them diagonal before I tried. Like, I was holding down both of my arrow keys. I don't know what more I could have done. Okay, so we finished off Sewer Hag. Let's definitely go ahead and finish off the rest of these mushrooms, and then we can go and get the weapon. But before that, I just remembered, at least I want to go and spend my key on the chest in this level. Because then we can, you know, get some progression done there. Ah! Okay, that was close. There we go. Okay, so we are ready to check out our reward here. What do we get? Ooh, that's a new one. Poseidon's Trident. Never seen it before. It's piercing. I like piercing weapons. Okay, I think me and Poseidon's Trident are gonna get along just fine here. So let's go ahead and progress a little bit in the dungeon. I'm not necessarily sure I want to stay here for a long time, but I do at the very least want to make sure that we get that key, the key puzzle done. Let's go ahead and grab some gold on our way through here as well, and we can go and resurrect ourselves. Oh yeah, that's definitely something I should do before moving on as well, as go and visit the reanimator, or whatever you would call it. Oh, it's not this way. Okay. Ooh, okay. This is a scary room, but Poseidon's Trident helping out a ton. Oh man. Okay. A little bit nervous for my own survival here, actually. Oh god. Okay, the eye. Those eyes, man. They are powerful. They have a huge spread and do an enormous amount of damage. There we go. And what do we got here? Mimic? No. Steel plate? I'll take it. We'll be moving more slowly now, but should be taking less damage. Poseidon's Trident seems real fucking good. I'm not sure I would give it up for anything. Oh right, there's still fish in here, but they'll go away in a second. There we go. Let's go ahead and loop around to get to the reanimator. I might want to hold off on using it. It's scary because we do need to be living to use our key. Like we can't similarly to how we couldn't get to the key while we were alive, we can't get to the chest while we're dead. So it might be more prudent to save the reanimator until we know where the chest is. But at the same time, that's really scary because we're kind of close to death. But we're going to start taking poison damage again as soon as we reanimate, so we have a much higher chance of fucking up the reanimated life. Hopefully we just find the chest really quickly and it doesn't matter. Man, this piercing, I'm a fan. Man, can't do the incidental damage like we used to be able to with the axe, but that's okay. Okay, let's kill this guy. Then we can kill this guy. Just trying to take everything out in the proper order here. Apparently mushrooms don't count as enemies for the purposes of doors opening. That's weird. Okay, we got a shop. Let's check it out. Oh, that's full health. I don't know what that middle thing is. Let's check it out. Monster manual. I don't know what that does. That ball there is called the steel ball, and it does more damage scaling with how much steel armor you're wearing, but I have a feeling Poseidon's thing is going to be way better. This guy has a fucking blue candle. That's a really good thing in Isaac. Kind of want to check it out. What? I guess it's just light that is blue. I don't know how helpful that is. We'll see, I guess, when we're in living form, how much that's going to aid us. So it doesn't seem very useful right now, but it might be, you know, it might count as light still. That's really weird. I wonder, because there is a lantern item in the game. So it seems odd that there would be, like, more light, but just a different color. Wonder what it does. We'll have to visit the dungeon after we finish here, or the museum, after we finish here to check out what all this cool stuff does. Let's go ahead and reanimate now, because again, I am a little bit nervous about running around with 44 health. Yeah, the blue candle actually seems great in living form. Oh, slime crystal. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. We're gonna try going a different way instead. Slime crystals are a huge pain in the ass. Oh wow, none of these things are alive. That's a surprise. Oh my god! I found so much money! That's fucking awesome. Alright, so we'll definitely pick all this up. And we'll also take the steel helmet for nearly full steel armor. Still haven't found the fucking bracelet, which is what I would like the most. Oh wow, apparently they are alive. That's weird. That guy was not alive before. Or maybe it's just once he reveals himself, then the doors lock? That's so weird. Alright, bracelet? Nope. Oh, that's a ring of defense. Okay, I'm gonna keep the ring of speed. Because I think the ring of defense is the same thing we had on the first floor, isn't it? I don't know. Alright, we are poisoned again. That's gonna be a big fucking issue. Oh god, okay. I really, really, really want to just... Oh god. I really want to just get the next key. But we might end up fucking it up and losing our extra life here because we don't have the anti-venom bracelet yet. And that really sucks. Let's definitely avoid getting hit by this guy because he will poison us and that will ruin our life. God, all of these guys are alive. Okay. Gotta be careful. Doing good so far. Oh, here's a townsperson, so we should definitely attempt to save him. Oh man, this is a tough room though. The townspeople rooms tend to be, I would say, tougher than your average wizard's lizard room. This is almost, I would say, as hard as the forest boss was. With all of those werewolves. But we made it through, largely thanks to Poseidon's Spear. This is an amazing weapon. I've never had it before, but I want it now every single time I play, basically. Oh my god, okay. That was real bad. Oh, fuck, okay. Okay, those are not alive. Oh man, that mushroom. If I get hit by, like, anything, I'm dead. Just run past that. Okay. Kill this mushroom, because that is much safer. Now we can kill this from this side. Excellent. And now we can safely take out this man right here. Oh, man. Okay, I just was nervous about killing that man with my piercing shots. That was the only way to get through the barrel to talk to him. But we did save him, despite, you know, chucking a couple of Poseidon spears into him. Let's see if I have the money for that full health, because I think at this point that is a worthwhile purchase. Okay, we got slimes here. These guys keep on coming to fucking life. I don't like it. Come on, there we go. I can tell because they have the light around them when they're alive, and the dead ones do not. And just more of these keep on being alive every time we come into this room. I don't understand. But anyway, let's go ahead and move up here. And grab ourselves a full health. We can just barely afford it. It might be better to just attack this guy and fucking kill him to take his full health, because we can just pick it up now. Because I don't want to blow all of this money. But as you can see, he starts using axes on us. But we should be able to kill him without without too much trouble is what I was about to say. But the axes get more and more powerful every time they bounce, so we gotta be careful here. In this specific circumstance, it's probably better to have the steel ball, because we have all the steel armor and we're fighting a single target. But Poseidon's Trident, I think, is in general better, so we'll pick that back up after we're done here. But this is doing a bunch of damage, so definitely a nice pickup for this. Would have also been nice to have on the boss, I think. Oh, fuck me. Okay, I'm losing so much health. Come on, just die. Okay, there we go. Oh my god. Okay. Was that worth it? Probably. I think I had less health before picking that up. Yeah, I only had 7 health, so we did get a net gain in health, but not as much as I was hoping for, unfortunately. So we are going to have to come through... Oh my god, okay. I'm so fucking scared. Oh, I'm getting rocked. I hate that room so much. That slime crystal is, like, invincible. But here we go. We made it. We made it. We got the blood key. Let's check out this shop. This is probably... Yep, this is a blueprint, so let's definitely pick that up. Life knife. I don't... That rhymes in a weird way. I don't know how I feel about picking up a life knife, but, you know, it's probably cool. Let's go ahead and run this way. Oh, God, they're so much faster than me. We're, yeah, definitely dead in that room. There's no way to kill that fucking poison crystal. It's a lost cause. It takes so long, and you get hit so much by its shots. I hate that room. Anyway, let's go ahead and move on now. God, it's so weird. Like, the blue candle gives you less light when you're in spirit form and more light when you're in normal form. It's a strange item. I'd much rather just have a lantern, I think, but that's okay. Let's go ahead and move on to the next floor now that we've kind of cleared this one out. We've seen a couple of shops as well as, you know, the blueprint salesman and the special key. That's pretty good. And let's go ahead and move on to the next floor. Unfortunately, that gold is just going to continue blinking strangely for all eternity. But let's go ahead and move on to the next floor. I've never actually been here before. The Crypt, okay. Oh, hello. So back to death-themed stuff almost right away. Alright, so I killed a kobold sapper. That's good. It's an interesting place. Oh man, more fucking axes. I'm so bad at fighting enemies with axes. Killed an ogre. Yeah, this is my first time here, so everything's gonna be new. I am frozen. I don't... Oh, shit. I have to push A and D quickly, I guess. Did not realize that mechanic. Oh, it's a cockatrice. Yeah, interesting. Oh, there's a stone guy in the lava there. Why is there lava in a crypt? I don't know about that. That's spikes in the ground, so we don't want to walk over that. I just want to get that gold. Stop being a thing. Does that do 1 damage to me? That seems like a bug. Oh, fuck. There's arrow traps? Oh my god. Wow, I am taking like no damage on this floor. This steel armor is really doing its job. Oh, fuck me. Alright, I killed a she-demon. What is this? Demon key. I just went in with my normal items. I wonder what that's going to accomplish for us. Seems like piercing might be less valuable on this floor than it was on the previous one. Like the previous floor was all about just annoying enemies swarming you and enemies being or rooms being full of them. All right, so we got a demon helmet now. I wonder what that does. Is it like more defense, or is it something different? It might be more offense. I'm kind of imagining that would make sense for what a demon helmet might do. But I guess we'll see. Let's go ahead and check out this room and clear it out so that when we need to, we can use this. But I don't think we need to yet. Especially since there is, if the pattern holds up, there's almost certainly going to be a chest here that we need to be dead to access. Just like we had to be alive to access the previous. Well, it was every other floor for the last one. You know what? Actually, my throat hurts way too much for this, and this is also 55 minutes already. So, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna call the end of the first episode here, and then I'm gonna like pause it and be gone for a while. And then I'm gonna come back and record some more on this same run through. But I don't think this is one of those series where I'm gonna be able to do one run through per episode. That seems kind of insane. You know, it's not that much to play one in a row, but talking constantly the whole time is going to be challenging. So anyway, thank you guys for watching episode 1 of A Wizard's Lizard. Hopefully you guys are enjoying it. It's very similar to Isaac, so I imagine a lot of you will be happy to see this series. Let me know in the comments if you like it. It would help me a lot if you left a like to help the series get off on a good start and help me, you know, be highly ranked for coverage of this game, because it is a, you know, brand new game. But regardless, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next time.